Will applying early actually help me? In this video, we'll demystify early action and restrictive early action, what they are, how they work behind the scenes, and when not to do it. We'll cover deadlines, policies, testing, recommendations, deferrals, scholarships, and special cases like engineering or business admits. Let's make November 1st feel calm, not chaotic. There are 3 early flavors. Early action is non-binding. You apply earlier, often November 1st or November 15th, and hear back around mid-December or January. If admitted, you can still compare offers and decide by May 1st. Restrictive early action, also called single choice. Early action is non-binding but restricted. Typically, you apply to one private school early. Most allow early applications to public universities and rolling schools, but rules vary. Early decision is binding. If admitted, you must enroll and withdraw other applications. Today we focus on early action and restrictive early action. In Part 2, we'll cover choosing where to use early decision or early action. When you submit an early application, 3 outcomes are common in December: admit, defer, or deny. If you're admitted, celebrate and keep comparing options in the spring. If you're deferred, your file moves to the regular decision pool. You're not rejected. You'll be reread in March or April. If you're denied, that chapter closes and you recalibrate your regular decision list. Behind the scenes, committees batch files by territory or by college, such as engineering. Readers look for academic readiness through courses, grades, and rigor, for the context in your school profile, for contributions in activities and essays, and for fit. The bar is high. Early pools are strong because organized students, recruited athletes, and well-prepared applicants often apply early. Work backward from November 1st. First, request teacher recommendations by early September and give 4 to 6 weeks. Share a brag sheet and a short resume, and remind teachers of any school-specific forms. Second, meet with your counselor to confirm how the school report, transcript, and counselor recommendation are sent, and whether first quarter grades can be included or will be reported later as a mid-year update. Third, confirm each college's last acceptable test date and whether they accept self-reported scores. Plan September or October test sittings. November testing may be too tight for some schools. Fourth, aim to finish your main personal statement by mid-September. Then allocate 10 to 14 days for each school's supplements, especially when there are multiple short prompts. Fifth, if you're submitting an arts or architecture portfolio or audition, verify the platform and any earlier internal deadlines. Finally, create application portals early and track every requirement in a spreadsheet so nothing slips through the cracks. The components are the same as regular decision, but timing and polish matter more. Essays and supplements. Early schools often ask focused "Why us?" or "Why major?" prompts with tight word counts. Make them specific with courses, labs, programs, and traditions. Draft, let it rest, and revise. Keep a supplement bank, but tailor evidence for each school. Recommendations. Choose 2 core academic teachers, often junior year English or history and math or science. Provide a brag sheet with 3 to 5 impact bullets that highlight outcomes. Send gentle reminders 2 to 3 weeks out and 1 week out. On the Common App, waive your right to view recommendations to increase credibility. Counselor documents and school profile. The school profile gives readers your course offerings, grading scale, and AP or IB availability. If your school offers fewer advanced courses, context protects you. Confirm whether class rank is reported. Testing. Policies differ. Some colleges are test required, some test optional, and some test flexible. Many superscore, by combining your best section scores across sittings. Check whether you must send all sittings. If score choice is allowed, you decide which sittings to send. Many schools let you self-report scores at application and require official scores only after you enroll. Transcripts and grades. If first quarter senior grades will help you, ask your counselor if they can be submitted or uploaded later as an update. Activities and impact. Clarify outcomes. Instead of led food drive, say, organized 42 volunteers and collected 3,200 pounds of food. Expanded to 2 schools. Prioritize depth and sustained impact over a long list. Interviews and demonstrated interest. Early interviews are not universal. If offered, prepare a 60-second answer to why this school and 2 or 3 thoughtful questions about curriculum and campus life. Demonstrated interest policies vary. High-value touches include information sessions, specific questions, and optional short responses when they exist. Here are 5 reasons early action helps. First, you're read earlier while seats are open. Some colleges enroll a meaningful share of the class early. That doesn't mean early is easier. Early pools are strong. Second, many public schools tie merit scholarships, honors college, priority housing, or direct admission to selective majors, like engineering or nursing, to early deadlines. Missing those windows can limit options or scholarship consideration. Third, an early admit in December reduces stress and lets you optimize the rest of your list. You might cut applications or stretch to 1 extra reach without panic. Fourth, strong September or October scores can be submitted confidently without gambling on December timelines. Fifth, a clean, on-time file with thoughtful supplements signals readiness and planning. For parents, early action is non-binding. Even with an admit, you can compare 8 offers in April. That differs from early decision, which is binding and limits financial comparison. Consider skipping early action if your grades are trending up and you need first quarter or second quarter senior year to prove it. If junior spring was bumpy, waiting for regular decision can show a stronger trajectory. If testing is still rising and November or December could produce a meaningful increase, hold for regular decision at score-sensitive schools. If your essays aren't ready, don't rush. Take the time to be specific. If you plan to use single-choice early action, remember it can block you from applying early to other private schools. That's fine if you're laser-focused, but risky if you need comparison points. Finally, consider finances. If you are also weighing an early decision option, be sure you understand the binding commitment and whether you are comfortable committing. If you're deferred in December, follow this plan. First, clean up your portal and confirm all materials have been received. Read the college's deferral instructions. Some restrict additional materials. Second, send a short thank you and intent note. Thank the committee for continued consideration. Affirm your interest and say you will submit an update when allowed. Keep it to 5 to 7 lines. Third, prepare a targeted update letter for the January or February window. Add only new facts: first quarter grades, higher test scores, new awards, leadership roles, portfolio, or research milestones. Keep it to 1 page, bullet-friendly, with specific outcomes, numbers, titles, and dates, and reaffirm fit with 2 or 3 academic references. Fourth, add an extra recommendation only if the college explicitly allows it, and the recommender adds a new dimension, such as a coach or employer. Fifth, keep momentum with strong grade and leadership, and polish your regular decision applications without waiting for the defer outcome. Selective majors often have capacity limits, so your application is read for both the university and the major. In your activities and why major, highlight preparation evidence, relevant coursework such as calculus, physics, or statistics, projects and competitions, internships, or a portfolio where relevant. Honors colleges often require separate short essays due around the early window, so track those micro-deadlines carefully. Merit scholarship review is also often tied to early or priority submission, and late applications can forfeit consideration. Early action doesn't change how financial aid is calculated, but it does change timing. File aid forms, FAFSA and CSS profile where required, according to current guidance and each school's dates. Some colleges issue early estimates, while others release awards in March or April. For merit, especially at public flagships, you often must meet scholarship deadlines that cluster around the early action window. Check each college's scholarship page and put those dates in your tracker. Early action doesn't change how financial aid is calculated, but it does change timing. File aid forms, FAFSA and CSS profile where required, according to current guidance and each school's priority dates. Some colleges issue early estimates, while others release awards in March or April. For merit, especially at public flagships, you often must meet scholarship deadlines that cluster near the EA window. Check each school's scholarship page and put those dates in your tracker. Ask yourself 5 questions. 1. Are junior year grades strong, and is first quarter senior year steady or rising? 2. Do you have scores you're happy with now if you are applying with tests? 3. Are your supplements specific and proofread? 4. If using single-choice early action, are you comfortable giving up other early applications? 5. For selective majors, have you met priority or scholarship deadlines? If 4 or 5 answers are yes, early action is likely a smart move. If not, focus on strengthening your regular decision narrative. In Part 2, we'll look at choosing your early application schools.